22,512 screaming fans. Tonight, we cap off a savage summer of bare-knuckle chaos as Chad Lucanis puts his perfect first-round finish streak on the line against the iron-jawed Tim Tamiki. Then, in the main event, the undefeated Drew Stuvie meets Will Santiago in a violent clash for respect and recognition. Live inside River Cree Resort Casino, this is BKFC Fight Night, Edmonton, and it starts right now!
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to the Gateway of the North, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Internationally known for its diverse culture and festivals. Tonight, Edmonton hosts another festival, a festival of fists. It's BKFC Fight Night live from the River Cree Resort and Casino. Now you know we're in hockey country, so here's a hat trick of free fights to kick off our show. Our preview fights almost always steal the show, so don't miss one of these. Great way to kick off our fight night. In our co-main event, one of Edmonton's favorite fighters, Chad Lucanis, undefeated in BKFC with 2 stoppages, will be outsized against a big-time debut in Tim Tamaki, an MMA vet with finishing power and an even bigger will to win. And in our main event, it's fireworks guaranteed with a clash of red-hot middleweights. Drew Stuvie is Edmonton through and through, and thus far has been unstoppable in his BKFC career. But across the ring, a hungry fighter from the Northeast, 2-1 Will Santiago, a ferocious fighter, where don't let that size fool you. He can take the best out when he toes the line. And we are here in the River Cree Resort and Hotel Casino. It is going down once again for BKFC Fight Night. I'm Cyrus Fees, Mr. 100, your host this evening. And folks, we are going to have another huge night of fights. Every time we come here, we deliver. This is our 3rd time here in the River Cree, so they know what to expect. And they like good fights up here in hockey country, and we always give them to you. Speaking of a great night, how about a great year? 2025 has been so many great debuts and firsts. How about Knucklemania? First time in Philadelphia. And what did we do? We broke the combat sports record for the city of Philadelphia since 1951. Over 18,000 at the Wells Fargo Center. BKFC Dubai, a 2-night event in the Middle East where we had titles on the line, new champs, incredible performances here in the Middle East. Then it was off to Italy. Incredible night in Florence where we saw that Cruiserweight Championship on the line, all kinds of VIPs. BKFC Italy, a rousing success. We'll be back in October. And then, first time in Texas, the Lone Star State, and you know we did it big. Big-time debuts, former UFC fighters, former boxing legends, they all came to play in the squared circle. And then, we were just in Sturgis last week, the 86th motorcycle rally there in Sturgis, and we did it big. We broke our attendance record, huge night of fights. Sturgis was a rousing success. No surprise. You put Sturgis and BKFC, you know it's going to be good, but what's even better is the BKFC app, because we want you to watch the entire show tonight. It's going to be a great night here in Canada. You'll be able to watch it live on the BKFC app. $7.99 will get you locked in for tonight and so many more great live events, plus all the archives. All the events I just talked about, you'll be able to catch those on the BKFC app. Get it picked up, you get the Bare Knuckles show. It's a pretty good bonus, right? BKFC app, don't miss it. Any of your app stores, we got you covered. A lot of great fights tonight. These fight nights, we got that small ring of fire, less surface area. That means more contact, means more chaos inside that squared circle. And let's get right to that chaos. Let's get to our fights. Let's go to the greatest commentary team that I know of, Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. Take it away, guys. Can't wait for this main event.
Thank you, Cyrus. Chris, hugely pivotal in our main event set for the middleweight division. Drew Stuvie versus Will Santiago.
Absolutely, Sean. And Stuvie really feels like he has what it takes to be the BKFC champion. He's 2-0, undefeated. Wants to come out and prove it tonight. He's been begging for fights. However, Santiago, will he really wants to come out and prove that he has what it takes? He wants to go on a title run. He can do nothing better than come in here and silence the crowd, beat the hometown guy. He really wants to come out and get a knockout tonight, Sean.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by BetBKFC.com.
Look at these fights, Sean. Lots of money to be made, and sometimes you got to go out on a limb, take an underdog. Joseph Curry, he's been very good for me. I love him at plus 125. That's a good bet.
Blackout Coffee presents the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting administered this evening here in Alberta by the presiding Wyoming Commission. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight here in Canada with a fight in the middleweight division. Adam De Freitas versus Skylar Mauler. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
Interesting tale of the tape, Sean. De Freitas with a 4-inch height advantage. However, the exact same reach, fist size, very similar. Should be a good starting off fight.
Skylar Mauler enters 1-0 in BKFC. He's also had 6 pro MMA bouts, 2 in professional boxing. Without a single hint of arrogance, stating it as fact, Skylar Mauler told us in our fighter meeting, I have legitimate knockout power in both hands. I will throw hard. I will throw heavy hooks throughout.
He feels like he has more power. He's faster than his opponent, so he wants to come in, get in that clinch sometimes, throw uppercuts. He says, Sean, he's going for a first-round finish. He's going to throw hard the entire time.
In discussing his opponent in this middleweight bout, Adam De Freitas, Skylar Mauler was very candid. He said that De Freitas would, quote, dominate me in MMA. He also says De Freitas has better cardio. Therefore, Skylar Mauler told us, I have to throw heavy punches. I have to go for the quick finish inside of 3 rounds.
Like I said, explode the entire time. He cannot let his opponent turn this into a slow fight. He has to speed it up, go hard the entire time. All he has to do is land the one shot, and he's knocking him out.
This is fight number 3 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for Adam De Freitas. He has also had 5 pro MMA bouts. De Freitas holds the rank of black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. De Freitas told us in our fighter meeting, I will use my Jiu-Jitsu, I will use my grappling to slow down the entries of Skylar Mauler to take control of this fight in the clinch.
Not only slow him down, but he will wear him down the entire fight and make his offense easier. He wants to come out, showcase his slickness time, how much of a better boxer he is than people think.
De Freitas is naturally right-handed, but he fights almost exclusively in southpaw. De Freitas said, jabs with my lead power right hand. Out of southpaw, I will also throw heavy check hooks.
I like what he said. He's showing knowledge. Sometimes you have to brawl a boxer and you box a brawler. That's what he wants to box this time. Come out and showcase his skill. He feels like he's a sniper versus a grenade. That was my favorite quote this week. He's a sniper, his opponent's a grenade.
To get our evening started, we send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, 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 Edmonton! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the River Cree Resort and Casino in the heart of the Enoch Cree Nation. And welcome to the most violent night in combat sports. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship welcomes you to BKFC Fight Night! We are set for the opening fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division, presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 174.6 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0.
fighting out of Crooksville, Ohio, USA. Here is Skylar Mahler. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 174.8 pounds. Tonight he steps into the squared circle ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Here is Adam Castle de Freitas. And our referee in charge of the action, Nick Behrens.
Adam de Freitas said, I will be very smart, very methodical in the opening 2 rounds. If this fight goes to round 3, that's when I will turn up the pressure. Call of knuckle up from Nick Behrens, the referee. Round number 1, fast off of scratch comes the American. He's in the black trunks, Skylar Mahler. Into the clinch now with the overhook, the Canadian in the black and white trunks, Adam de Freitas.
Well, you know Mahler's coming to knock him out immediately. That's what he said.
Mahler long on the jab to the inside. And there's the defensive clinch. Smart by de Freitas. That's exactly what he talked to us about in our fighter meeting.
Well, de Freitas might want to try getting that tie plum, have tie plum and really start trying to work. You can't just keep tying him up right away because the referee's going to break it.
Hard entries with that right hand. The duck under, a level change, almost dropping for a double leg is Adam de Freitas. Right back to it from Nick Behrens. 80 seconds remaining round number 1. We are at 175 pounds. See the constant movement, the footwork of Skylar Mahler looking for the entry. Long left hand from de Freitas.
That's what he needs to do more of. They got the same reach, but when he reaches in and steps with it, it's much better.
Oh! Big right hand, the counter, and down goes Skylar Mahler.
He's hurt. I don't think he's getting up, Sean. He's holding it. Oh, he's proving me wrong. Oh, he can't see. That's it. That's it.
That is it. And his first victory in BKFC comes with authority for Adam de Freitas.
Sean, he thought he was going to have to wait 2 rounds to wear his opponent down. He just landed that one good shot. That's what you got to love about bare knuckle. That's all it takes sometimes. Ooh, beautiful right hand. That's what happens when you rush in, you leap, try to throw that knockout punch. You put yourself at risk.
Chris, Mahler landed the right hand as well on the forehead of de Freitas, but de Freitas landing flush, dropping Skylar Mahler. The 10 count from Nick Behrens, and that is the big win for the Canadian Adam de Freitas.
And it wasn't just the fact that Mahler got hit. He got hit coming forward. That magnifies the punch because that's all your weight coming forward and all the other opponents' punch coming forward. It was that factor that made him get hurt badly.
Adam de Freitas said, I will be smart, I will be methodical in the opening 2 rounds. If we go to round 3, I'll turn up the pressure. Skylar Mahler immediately turned up the pressure, and it was reactionary. It was really, although fast, a counter from de Freitas, but a beautiful full power counter as Mahler came forward, and that's the fight.
That's all it takes sometimes. A guy's pressuring, you have to defend yourself. De Freitas defended himself, and that was a knockout punch.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Nick Behrens, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute 5 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by KO, Adam Castle de Freitas.
Adam de Freitas, congratulations, man. Big win number 1 for you. That's got to feel good, but let's talk about that. That was a great counter punch. You timed it perfectly. He came out very aggressive, but you knew where to go with it. Is that what you were prepared for this time?
We were prepared for power and chaos, so I covered up a lot, tied him up when I needed to, but I knew I could hit a counter punch.
Fantastic. You did that. You made it happen, and there you go. Win number 1 in the books. Let's hear it out here one time for Adam de Freitas.
And Sean, we've talked about this before. He might have been our best 0-2 fighter, and he proved why. Very good, very skilled, and he showed it tonight. Great job.
Skylar Mahler very candidly said, Adam de Freitas has better cardio than me. I have to throw huge punches with both hands and finish this fight quickly. Forward heavy pressure from Mahler, but the power, the timing, and the finish with the right hand from Adam de Freitas. Victorious in our opening battle. of the evening by way of first round KO. Adam De Freitas defeats Skylar Mahler.
All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
Yeah, man, I'll beat the out of him. He'll be 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
And welcome back to the River Cree Resort and Casino here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yes, indeed, the party is right here. The best show of the night, always at BKFC. Here is Edmonton's own Drew Stubbe. This is your OnlyFans exclusive look. Stubbe is undefeated. He is here at home, and he has been an absolute monster here. It's not going to be an easy night at the office, though, because he's got a razor-tough opponent. That opponent being that man, Will Santiago from the Northeast, coming in with a lot of punching power, no fear. We saw at the weigh-ins, they were at each other's throats. One of the craziest weigh-ins that we've had in a while. Santiago and Stubbe on top of the card. It is going to be a big night here in Edmonton. And BKFC Fight Night Edmonton is brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Bucked Up, Fubo TV, Rasha, and the world's creamiest stout, Forged Irish Stout. And now, let's get to your next tale on the day, brought to you by Blackout Coffee Company.
155-pounders for you now. James Delzell versus Nick Felber.
Interesting one shot. Both guys 5'9". However, Delzell with a 4-inch reach advantage. Hopefully he can control the range because Felber's coming throwing bombs.
This is the BKFC debut for Nick Felber. He's had 3 pro MMA bouts. Felber in our fighter meeting told us, I will throw every single punch with full power, and that most definitely includes my jab.
Is very aggressive, wants to be in your face the entire time, get into the pocket, utilize that clinch, dirty boxing, feels like he's much stronger than his opponent, gonna knock him out quickly.
Felber said, I quote, enjoy the chaos of a wide open fight. Pressure and power punches are my key to victory. Felber said, adamantly, I believe that I have the cardio to throw full power through the full 5 rounds. However, Felber said, I do not think that my opponent in this lightweight bout, James Delzell, can take my full power for 5 rounds.
We think his opponent's going to try and get in and clinch him. He's going to really work the body. Feels like all he has to do is apply that pressure and land that power. Going to get the victory with that.
Felber said, I want to work quickly to the inside. I'll flow between the clinch and the pocket and back. I will be tight with my power punches, but I will always be applying heavy forward pressure.
It's interesting, Sean. He's felt like not only does he have stronger and more cardio, but he also feels like he has better technique than his opponent.
James Delzell now set for his BKFC debut. Overall, in the sport of bare knuckle, this is bout number 4 for Delzell. He's had 11 as an amateur in boxing, 2 AMI MMA bouts. Delzell told us, it's very important that I have an entertaining fight. He said, I will throw at least 2 punches for every one thrown by Nick Felber.
So you talked about being entertaining. Just look at his walkout. You can tell. Feels like not only is he going to be entertaining, he is going to be the aggressor. He's going to push his opponent backwards. He has to do that to take away his opponent's power.
Also, his opponent, Nick Felber, James Delzell said, I know that Felber is going to keep throwing power punches. He'll throw them wide. I have to be straight. Delzell said, I cannot allow Felber to put me on my back foot, establish his power punches. I have to be quick off of scratch to start this fight, and I have to immediately establish an active jab.
He got to throw more volume, utilize combinations. Loves to throw those uppercuts in the clinch. And as soon as the opponent gets in, he's grabbing and he's throwing uppercuts.
Delzell also told us, quick combinations. I want to use excellent head movement. I want to keep moving my feet. I want to be evasive. I do not want to stand and trade. I have to keep moving, show my creativity, and show my punching volume.
Talked about pressure, pushing your opponent backwards. Has to be relentless, always pushing his opponent backwards, but really focus on accuracy. He doesn't get a chance to throw too many punches. He wants to make sure they're all accurate when he does.
An emphatic entrance for his first time ever into the BKFC ring comes James Delzell, Canadian versus Canadian in the lightweight division. We go to Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of Edmonton, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the lightweight division, presented to you by Blackout Coffee Company. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black and red. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 155.6 pounds. His MMA record stands at 2 victories opposite a single defeat, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, here is Nick the Fury Felber. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears red and white. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 153.8 pounds. His overall bare knuckle fighting record stands at 3 fights, and tonight makes his official BKFC debut. Fighting out of Penetanguishene, Ontario, Canada. Here is James the Penetanguishene Wolverine Delzell. And our referee in charge of the action, Blake Grice.
Nick Felber told us, I am not overly concerned with the punching power of James Delzell, but I have to be aware of his wild swings, which I know could cause a very difficult cut. Round number 1, fast off of scratch in the red trunks comes James Delzell. Now the turn in the black trunks, Nick Felber. Right hand lands from Delzell. Right back to it from Blake Grice. Immediate forward pressure from Delzell. Big uppercuts. Now the right hand down to the canvas goes James Delzell. And that's ruled as a knockdown by Blake Grice.
Just an overpowering shot that knocked Delzell down. He looks fine, though.
There's the mandatory 8 given to Delzell by Grice. Right back to it.
You can already see the difference in power, though.
Counter right hand from Delzell. Big right hand from Felber. Knockdown number 2.
Delzell
We are done. Welcome to BKFC, Nick Felber.
Like I just said, the power difference was evident right from that first overhand right that knocked Delzell down. That second one, man, that was nasty. Delzell just fell flat on his back. He's fine now, but man, that last knockdown was devastating. And that's a difficult way to fight. Delzell was all in Felber's face. Felber really couldn't get off a clean punch, and he still ended 2 powerful knockdowns.
Nick Felber told us, I will throw every punch, including my jab, with full power. Indeed, he did, Chris, as we see in our crafted replay presented by Forged Irish Stout.
Coming. Ooh, it was a left hand that landed, followed by the right. Everything he was throwing was with power. Like I said, Delzell did a good job of closing that gap, made it an inside fight, but those power shots still landed.
James Delzell told us he wanted to have an entertaining fight. Indeed, he did. He had his volume. He landed with power. but huge power. 2 knockdowns to the finish in round 1. Belongs to the Albertan from Calgary, Nick Felber.
And you could just tell what Felber talked about. He wasn't worried about his opponent's power. It was getting cut. He didn't worry about the power. He got hit a couple times, but just kept coming with thunderous shots, and all he had to do was land a couple of them. That was his prediction before the fight, and he was right on with that prediction.
Full credit to James Delzell, Nick Felber. That was a very entertaining 1-round fight, and full credit indeed to the victor in his BKFC debut, Nick Felber. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge of the action, Blake Grice, steps in calling a stop to this fight at 36 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by KO, Nick the Fury Felber.
All right, Nick Felber. You said you wanted to come out of the gate, you wanted to create chaos. That's exactly what you did, man. You brought the fight 36 seconds in your debut. Man, how you feeling right now, my friend?
Real good, man. I promised my mom during my cancer surgery that I would fucking make my name known to the world. That's what family just lost someone a few months ago to brain cancer. I want to dedicate this fight to Jan, Adrian, Jeremy. I love you guys so much. Dad, I love you. This is so surreal. Mr. Feldman, Mr. McGregor, I want my contract. Let me fucking create chaos for you.
Wanted to, landed the shots, got the knockout.
James Delzell came with the volume, and Nick Felber ended this fight with pure power. 2 knockdowns to the finish. A devastating right hand ends this fight. The winner, by way of first-round knockout, Nick Felber defeats James Delzell.
All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I think it'd be 500. Fade the flag. We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
And here we are at the River Cree Resort and Casino, where it has already been bonkers. QR code is on the screen. Scan it. Download the BKFC app. Go to BKFC.com. You've already seen a couple of great knockouts, so you know that sets the tone for the entire night. We've done it before. We may get all knockouts on. You want to tune in, check it out. Let's go to our next bout here, and it's your next Tale of the Tape.
The numbers presented by Amnesia Vodka for this bout in the welterweight division. Caden Scott versus Justin Kennedy.
And Scott with the 4-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage once he lies at against Justin Kennedy.
The Nigerian, now based in Toronto. Justin Kennedy set for fight number 1 in BKFC. Kennedy has had 7 pro MMA bouts. Kennedy told us, I'm going to be extremely aggressive throughout this, my BKFC debut. I will land big overhands and combinations while coming forward.
Feels like he has KO power in both hands. Knows he has to get inside, unload those combinations. He says, son, I'm not going the distance. This fight will be over within 2 rounds.
Kennedy indeed said, I am fully focused on a finish. He said, I would be appreciative but not satisfied if I won this fight by decision versus in this bout of 165 pounds. Kennedy used the word tactical to describe Scott. He said he's very tactical. He will try to stay on the outside. He will try to slow down the pace and keep landing counters.
Talking about that, he understands he has to take away that distance. He's got to get in close, close that gap, get inside, and that's where he lands his power shots.
You hear the ovation for 20-year-old Caden Scott fighting here in his home city, Edmonton, Alberta. Scott is 1-0 in BKFC, 1-0 in professional modified rules boxing. He has also had 14 amateur boxing bouts. In our fighter meeting, Caden Scott told us, I'm going to stay long off of an active jab. I want to be very sound defensively, and I want to fully utilize my reach advantage.
He feels like he can showcase his boxing skills in this fight. He said he doesn't want to trade at all. Not doing that. He wants to stay pretty. I don't know if I agree with that, but whatever. He wants to stay pretty in this fight, not get hit. Feels like if they do get in the clinch, he's stronger than his opponent and can outpower him.
Scott said, long straight punches, check hooks. I want to utilize my footwork, my quickness on the outside. I believe, Scott told us, I can control the range throughout this fight simply off of my jab.
Not only that, but he wants to utilize level changes. He feels like every time he changes levels, the opponent will drop his hands and then he can land those powerful shots.
Once again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Presented to you by Amnesia Vodka. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black trimmed in pink and blue. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, an even 162 pounds. His MMA record stands at 7 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, by way of Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria. Here is Justin, the Nigerian Black Panther Kennedy. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears blue and white. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, 164.2 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1-0. Fighting out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Here is Caden Prettiest Scott. And our referee in charge of the action, Andy Social.
Justin Kennedy told us, I have to take away time. I have to take away space from Caden Scott. Once I'm on the inside, I am staying on the inside. Round number 1. Blue and white trunks for Caden Scott. Black and pink trunks for Justin Kennedy.
It's got to be about getting
Nigerian Justin Kennedy.
and Scott trying to punch backing up. That's hard to do.
Now to the inside. Short uppercuts landed by the 20-year-old Canadian Caden Scott. Heavy into the clinch. There's the separation from our outstanding referee, Andy Social.
Scott did get hit with a good punch.
Big left hand from Scott. Kennedy took that well. Long jab from Scott, just off the mark, moving Kennedy off his striking line. Kennedy trying to enter on those check left hooks. Straight right hand, left hand. Scott now coming forward. Counter right hand. Big swings from Kennedy on the inside.
Scott was hurt for a second.
Back and forth we go.
These guys are really going for the knockout in the first round, Sean.
65 seconds remaining, round number 1.
And I love the look on Kennedy's face at this point. He's ready to go.
Naked right hand off the mark from Caden Scott. 1-2 off the mark. Good pull from Kennedy.
Kennedy's got to be careful pulling back like that. If his opponent steps forward and throws another punch, he's going to be wide open to it.
Stiff jab from Scott. Jab again. And down goes Justin Kennedy.
And you can see, shot in the eye. Knocks him back. Kennedy's hurt.
Up at 8 is Justin Kennedy.
Wow.
Anti-social stops this fight. And Caden Scott is now 2-0 in BKFC.
And Scott dealt with some adversity. He took some hellacious shots. He was hurt a few times in that first round. That just shows the dedication, the toughness. Scott dealing with some adversity, coming back, landing a good punch. That's all it took was that jab to the eye. That's what did the damage. And you can see Kennedy tried to get up. It was just bothering him too much. And we've talked about it all the time, how a jab can be the difference maker in a fight like this, and that's exactly what happened. Totally legal punch. The fist landed, the fist hit. Oh, he did hit him on the ground once, but I don't think that caused any damage.
I was praising referee Andy Social earlier in this bout, and more praise coming to the referee Andy Social. You see Justin Kennedy up at 8, but then the stagger, Andy Social seeing that Kennedy could not intelligently defend himself from that point forward, thus the end of the fight and the victory for Caden Scott. In those situations, of course, Chris, the mandatory 8 count from the referee, but just because you're up doesn't mean you automatically get to resume fighting. There's the assessment, as we saw from Social on Kennedy. Kennedy did not indicate that he wanted to, or indeed that he could safely continue. And with authority, Caden Scott now 2 fights, 2 wins in BKFC. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andy Social, steps in calling a stop to the fight at 1 minute 26 seconds, round number 1. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Caden Scott.
All right. Love the sportsmanship. Caden Scott, man. He was giving you a fight. That was an exciting, action-packed round right there. You survived it, but he was able to land some shots. How were you feeling after that fight, taking some serious damage here from Kennedy?
Hey, man, I'm a boxer. I'm not a brawler. I look to go all rounds if I can, stay safe. He pushed me. He's an MMA guy. I knew he was coming in fast, so I was ready. I countered. I used my skills with boxing. I don't need a brawl. I'm the youngest guy in BKFC. I need to stay going, stay winning. So I feel like I used my boxing skills the best I could, stayed out, caught him just like my coach said, best coach in the business, and we got that W.
Listen, you keep saying boxing, but no gloves here. It's a totally different game. Do you feel good because you did take that damage, but you were able to persevere and come out on top? You landed a nasty jab that opened up that cut that ended this fight. It's got to feel good to go through that trauma there.
Absolutely, man. I love this. I freaking love this stuff, man. So awesome.
We can't wait to have you back. One more time, let's hear it for Caden Scott.
Great job for the youngster. Like they said, he dealt with some adversity. Now he knows he can take a punch, he can take a bare knuckle. This should really help him grow in this sport, Sean.
The Nigerian now based in Toronto. Justin Kennedy told us that he was fully finished, fully focused on a finish in this fight. He came forward with massive punches. Caden Scott stepping up from the counters to being first, the double jab to the finish. An outstanding fight in the welterweight division. The winner by way of first round TKO. Caden Scott defeats Justin Kennedy.
All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing.
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I think it'd be 500.